What a disgusting system we have. Health insurance giants are recording record profits in the middle of this pandemic as rural hospitals are closing and deeply struggling. And as an estimated but likely more, 5.4 million people have lost their health insurance in the pandemic because we have this genius system that ties healthcare to employment.
The economic crisis brought on by the pandemic is not just costing jobs, but leaving millions of people without health coverage. The Trump administration says it will release a new health care plan by the end of the month. This comes as Congress remains deadlocked over extending the $600 a week in extra unemployment benefits. More than 50 million jobless Americans have applied for benefits since the pandemic began, and nearly half of Americans get their health insurance through work. One study finds that an estimated 5.4 million American workers lost their health insurance from February to May.
Yeah, that healthcare plan that Trump promised still has not materialized, and it won't, because Republicans aren't going to advocate for a single-payer plan, removing the middleman, and creating government-run insurance. Like, there's quite literally nothing else that will solve this, and of course he won't do that. It's just sickening. It's really just the ultimate stew of circumstances that exposes our healthcare system for the fraud that it is. A pandemic involving healthcare that causes the economy to shut down, causes tens of millions of people to lose their jobs, and then their health insurance. It's just the perfect, in a terrible way, demonstration of how horrific the United States healthcare system is. But this story, as I've been alluding to, is just another ingredient in that toxic stew. The nation's leading health insurers are experiencing an embarrassment of profits. Some of the largest companies, including Anthem, Humana, and United Health Group, are reporting second quarter earnings that are double what they were a year ago. And while insurance profits are capped under the Affordable Care Act, with the requirement that consumers should benefit from such excesses in the form of rebates, no one should expect an immediate windfall. Although many hospitals have been overwhelmed by the coronavirus outbreaks raging from state to state, insurers have shelled out billions of dollars less in medical claims in the last 3 months because expensive elective surgeries have been postponed in many places. Moreover, people have steered clear of doctors' offices and emergency rooms in fear of contagion. The company's staggering pandemic profits stand in stark contrast to the scores of small medical practices and rural hospitals that are struggling to stay open. And the earnings are putting a spotlight on the big insurance companies at a time when government officials in many states are facing massive budget shortfalls as businesses collapse, unemployment rises, and tax revenues plummet. Here's some more specific numbers that will enrage you. So CVS Health, which owns Aetna, reported $3 billion in profit in Q2, about $1 billion more than last year. Anthem's net income soared to $2.3 billion in the second quarter, up from $1.1 billion in 2019. And United Health reported earnings of $6.7 billion compared to $3.4 billion in 2019 for the same quarter. All because they don't have to do those payouts for those elective surgeries while people are economically ravaged. Health insurance companies, the completely unnecessary middleman in between human beings and their health care. The middleman that takes a cut. That's all they are. That's all they are. Profits up for them. We are sick. The healthcare system, ironically, is sick, and it needs to be put out of its misery, quite frankly. Private insurance, be done with it. And everyone should start to realize this in the middle of this, unprecedented pandemic.